What is up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I'm going to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited to have you here. This is the first PPH of 2026. I am elated. It's been a long time. I've been doing these webinars. I started them in 2014. And if you go back in your Access Adrian members area in our portal, I don't think I'm signed. Yeah, I'm not signed in on this user, but it's so cool. Like, I think we still have trainings that date back to 2016. It's just really surreal that we've passed over a decade of these incredible trainings. And I'm gonna share something with you here in just a moment. Let me just. I had a really cool experience this week. Just like literally one of the best ways to start out my new year. And I'm going to share it with you. Everybody's piling in the room. And if you are new to the Profit Power Hour, I want to welcome you. I think that you're in the right place to start the year out. I know that you know, a lot of people say a lot of things about e-commerce, and you know, there's a lot of reasons and excuses and things like that on why not to get started. And I think that as you hop on these webinars and you enjoy these free trainings that I do every single week, you'll really appreciate, right, the fact that we don't sell courses on this webinar platform. This webinar is really here to give you completely free training and just teach you and motivate you and give you a way to learn more without having to buy a bunch of courses. And so that being said, just make sure that you show up every single Tuesday, and make sure you show up every Tuesday, and I will be here for you. My son is crying, so it's just as fate would have it. Sometimes when I start streaming, it's right around like when he has his nighttime meltdown. So I want to apologize about that. I'm here in Miami. I have a place that I bought here in Miami. I'm about to turn my camera on. What's up? I don't have an office yet. I bought a 3-bedroom condo here in a beautiful building. You can see it's a beautiful unit. Used to living in a 6,000 square foot house, not an 1,800 square foot 3-bedroom apartment with 2 dogs and a 3-year-old and no office. Drake he gets one of the bedrooms, and the other bedroom, which was supposed to be my office, is his playroom. And if you're a dad or a mom, a parent, you'll understand how easy that sacrifice was for me. But last year I did this, and I did these webinars like this because when I'm in my house in Hallis Beach, for those of you who don't know, I have another house, another part of Florida. It's big, and I got like office, all the stuff here, which I love. Miami is networking I get here and things I learned from other e-com entrepreneurs. I get to share that information with you. It's the place to be, but like it's hard to find 4 and 5 bedroom condos in the area that we want to be in the heart of Brickell. So anyways, to start the new year, one of my resolutions was that I'm going to get myself an office in Miami. And just yesterday, I got closed on a lease agreement for an actual office that is right across the street. So when I do these webinars and things like that, I'll be able to have like a full setup, and I won't be doing them from my laptop like this. But information's still there. It just I know, like, sometimes dogs, stuff like that. Anyways, let me tell you before we get started, we're going to do product research, and one of the main things that I do on this webinar is product research. It's just like finding products is so key. You can have all the traffic in the world, but if you don't have a good product, then you're not going to generate any sales. And, you know, the inverse, you can have the best product in the world, but if you don't have any traffic, then, well, you're not going to get any sales. And that's always, people are always stuck on one side or the other. And more often what it is, from what I've seen, is people are stuck with, they understand how to get traffic. They can post on Instagram and TikTok Shop and Facebook pages and Facebook groups. There's so many organic free ways to get some traffic and paid ways. But their issue is their products suck. And that's why nobody's buying. How many of you in here, just put in the chat, how many of you in here have traffic coming to your store? You've got an add to carts on your products, but you have no sales. Like, man, if I had a nickel for every time somebody came up to me or text me or hit support or was in the chat or in the group and said, Adrian, I have all of these people hitting my store, but none of them are buying anything, I would be a billionaire. I certainly would have a 20-bedroom condo in Miami. So that said, products are the problem. Products and pricing. You got to find a good product at a good price so you can still mark it up to make a profit, but offer consumers a good deal. And this is extremely, extremely important. And anyways, we're going to go over that. So we're going to go through Zendrop and we're going to see what's trending now. And as we move forward, yeah, I did not know that was going to be there. What the hell? Anyways, if you saw, you saw. So we're going to go over products. Now, Zendrop has started doing something new that I want to point out, and this is the vendor that we hooked most of you up with, or actually all of you up with. And they have these trending collections, which I think is brilliant. Zendrop is free to our users. They generally charge everybody else. We have a specific deal with them where you can get a free account. And I'm an investor in Zendrop. I'm friends with the founder of Zendrop, Jared. Is an amazing human being, intelligent guy when it comes to e-com. And we were able to hook you up with a free account, but they still have different plans that many people do decide to upgrade to later on once they get going. And those plans are free, which, you know, all of you are on, Pro and Plus. And honestly, the Pro is nice and all, but like the big thing that you get that makes it worth upgrading in general is the top winning products, in my opinion. And that upgrade is $550 a year, right? It's not cheap at all. And I'm not here to sell it to you. I'm not here to tell you that you have to have it. If you're new and you're like, damn it, I knew it. Adrian's bait and switching me. He's selling me something, and I thought I was getting my free store build and all that. I'm not. I'm telling you, actually, like, if you're right now, there's no need. You're just getting started. When you get going, you know, maybe you're generating some money. It might be a good time to do that because it's really nice. But here's the thing: as an investor in Zendrop and a user of Zendrop myself, I have the Plus account, and I get on these webinars weekly, and I don't do it every week, but I do it a lot of weeks, every other week. And I show you I give you a peek inside of that top winnings product list, and you can access all the products. Really what they're doing is, instead of making you go I got a lot of controls y'all can't see over here, but instead of going over here to find products and just going through, and what is this, 18,962 pages of products, okay? What they do is they curate about 3 to 4 pages of products that are selling right now, and they put that under trending products. And that's part of that upgrade to their pro plan or whatever, is you get this list. So it saves you a lot of time. It's telling you, hey, just, we have tons of good products, but these are popping off right now, and these products change, you know, weekly, every other day even. So it's just like always this nice small curated list of super hot products. And we're going to go through these, and you have access to these, right? This is just a list. It's, hey, we plucked it from 18,000 pages and we just made it simple for you. So that's all it is. You can still sell these things even if you don't have a pro account. The difference between my account and your free account is that it showed them to me without making me do any digging or anything, right? You can go type in moon, astronaut, LED, whatever, find this product, and you can, you can start selling it. It's just that simple. So I'm going to walk you through here, and for those of you that are saying, you know, have reservations, does this work? Will this da 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 da? We're going to go through these products. I want to share something with you. I had I'll pull up a picture here in a little bit. Currently, I am recording. My wife put Draco down, our boy. So you can see right here on the phone. We record it because it's fun to have. So I'll pull it up on my Instagram toward the end of this stream. But I was just sitting outside, just right out there at a restaurant, and this guy came up to me and so had this picture pulled up on his phone. He was like, "Do you recognize this dude?" And it was me. It was me in 2016. You know, 10 years ago. I'm just now putting that together. A decade ago. So I looked a lot younger. Like, these weren't so bad right here. The beard wasn't, you know, filled in. It turns out he came to one of my events in 2016 called Build Some Profit that me and my brother used to do. We just got tired of it. It's a lot of work to put on events. And he started ecom because of me, because of one of the courses I put out called Ecom Success Academy. And he recognized me. And a lot of people, when I walk around, they recognize me because they see my ads. And they ask me like questions and just say what's up, whatever. I would say they follow me, which is always cool. This was like an OG follower and student. And I was asking, I was like, "So are you still doing ecom? It's been 10 years. You're at my events. Are you still doing it, or did you move on to other things?" Because people bounce in, they bounce out, you know, whatever. And he pulled up his Shopify app. This was so cool. He pulled up his Shopify app. I was like, "Dude, his exact words were, you were the catalyst to this. Like, I quit my job, corporate job. I quit my job, went all in, and you did this one event talking about automated rules, which was a big thing back then. Now it's just standard. And it just changed the game for me. And he had done $3.7 million in revenue in the last 365 days. And he just wanted to come say what's up, shake my hand. I gave the dude a big hug. It was like, wow, what a New Year's gift to me to see someone do that. And they've been at it 10 years. So I don't know what he did the year before and the year before that and the year before that, but what I do know is the last 365 days, he did 3.7 million, and he's been doing it since 2016 when he came to one of my first events. And so this is I'm not saying that everybody on here is going to do those numbers. You know, I'm not saying that you're going to make a single dollar, because I don't know, to be frank, I don't know who the hell you are, what you're going to do. You know, I didn't know what he was going to do. People don't tell me what they do. You know, you see, we don't use testimonials. Like, I don't have videos, oh, I made this and I made this and this person made that. And it's because, you know, I think that a lot of people get hung up on other people's success and they don't really focus on their own. They're trying to match what other people are doing. Why am I not at this level? That person did this. You know, why am I not doing that? And if someone is, you know, selling a course or selling you on something and they're shoving a bunch of testimonials down your throat without properly disclaiming them, and that those are, you know, not typical results, and that, you know, these are people that just, you know, really broke out, all that, then, you know, they're unethically advertising. So we just don't do testimonials. But I'm not selling anything on this webinar, so I can tell you about this incredible thing that happened just last week. It was this weekend. I'll show you his picture here in a little bit. He sent the 2016 picture and then the picture of us last night. This is so cool. So my advice to you before we jump in this and do some product research here is stick with it. Like, stick with it. This kid did, and you know, it changed his life. And a lot of people stick with it, and then they fall into something else that's life changing, that might not be ecom, but being in this group and in this space, right, and just in the online marketing world, kind of led them to that next step, you know. And without getting into ecom, they would have never made that next step. So it all kind of comes full circle. Anyways, so let's do a little bit of product research. What I want to do is, to start the new year off, I gave you a lot of homework for the holidays. We did Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotions. We did pre-Christmas promotions, post-Christmas promotions, New Year's Eve promotions, and then we did New Year's promotions, right? So like the New Year's week discounts. And you can go back to my YouTube channel and you can watch those trainings. They're completely free. You can go check them out, but honestly, they're not really relevant until, again, next year. So now what I want to do is we want to get good products in your store. And the cool thing about this week is we start to see what's trending and what has been trending over this, you know, Christmas holiday, and what people are buying with their Christmas cash, as I call it. And I know not everybody celebrates Christmas. You know, we have people that celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas and that don't celebrate anything at all. So I'm not just trying to group everybody into Christmas, but the fact of the matter is that whatever you're celebrating, if you're celebrating something that's gift giving, many people gave cash as a gift. And then those people, the receivers, they go spend it online. And so these are some of the products that they are spending their money on. And some of these were people bought these as gifts. But the further we go away from Christmas, the more these become, you know, consumer purchases, like self-consumer purchases, as I would call them. So the first thing is the moon astronaut lamp. And I know, like, if I were you and I had been looking at ecom the last 3 years, and I pulled this up on the first webinar that you got on, and was like, moon astronaut LED night lights. If I were you, I would be like, shut up, dude. Like, really? You're gonna give me this garbage? Like, you're seriously telling me the same thing that I've been seeing the last 3 years is #1 trending hot product right now on Zendrop? Like, this is BS. You're pulling my leg here. I understand that, okay? I understand how you could think that. But as you get into ecom, what you're going to find is this damn moon astronaut LED light thing just keeps popping off. Why is that? Well, first and foremost, it's not the same one. There's always a new one. There's always a new one with different designs, that whatever, it's different. There's always like a fresh new one. Think about like Why do people keep buying, you know, Ford trucks? Because they keep putting out slightly different models. You know, they update it. They update the way it looks and the electronics inside. You know, that's with cars. Like, why don't people just keep the same car until it breaks down? Why are they buying another? Because it's updated. That's one thing. Also, because people get their driver's license every day, right? And now they can drive. They go buy a truck or they buy a car. Uh, so that brings me to point number two is every day babies are born. Tons of babies born. And this is like one of the main things that people are putting in baby rooms and toddler rooms that, you know, when they go to sleep. Like my son has had one forever. Our nanny bought it for him for Christmas, and he always wants it on. Like he wants it on when we do story time, you know, he loves it. So it's no surprise that these are always trending. But remember, this is trending because it's what is called an evergreen product. It is an endless, infinite new customer potential, because every day there are new customers because of this. Well, tomorrow we'll wake up and people will have, there will be first-time parents and they will need baby supplies, and this, many of them will buy some sort of version of this, right? And then the next day and the next day and the next day. So it will never stop selling as long as there are new customers and consumers. That's what evergreen is. Then you got this PU leather dollar wallet. This is one of those things I would look at and say, this is stupid and this is ugly. I would never like use this. Matter of fact, I hate this. I think it's dumb to have a leather thing like it just tells people, hey, here's where I put all of my money. You know, I know that wallets do the same thing, but this is just kind of flashy, right? I'd venture to say that this was more of a gift that people bought. I don't think people are buying this for themselves. But then again, what I think is irrelevant, right? Because it could be wrong. You never know without testing. But I just want to keep that in mind. Some of these could be gifts. The carbon fiber car cup holder, right? This is something you can totally see people purchasing. Car guys and girls love carbon fiber. I bought a Ferrari 812 GTS last year, and the first thing I did was outfit it in carbon fiber. And before that, I had a Ferrari Portofino. When I bought that, first thing I did was outfit it in carbon fiber. I also own a Dodge TRX truck. That's my wife's favorite. Outfitted that in carbon fiber. Every car that I've ever gotten, I've outfitted in carbon fiber. So there are people that just love carbon. And if you target that market, those people that are into cars and car aesthetics, then you know, these types of things can sell really, really well. And so it's no surprise. And there's a great margin on this at $3. And it looks like they're doing some bundles as well. Then you got the electric glow butterfly wings, probably more of a Christmas gift. You probably see this pop up again in October. It's great to have in your arsenal. So let's see what else we have here. The squishy tofu stress balls. Okay, 55 cents, $8 out the door with shipping. So shipping is $8 and the product's 55 cents. This could qualify as a free plus shipping product. Easy to target the market for this. Everybody loves, you know, squishy stress reliever things. So 100% like this, I could totally see this, and the target market for this also looks pretty easy. These have been very popular recently, the marble things for children. I know this because I have a 3-year-old and everybody else's kids has one of these. Again, it's a great margin on these. So that's popping off. Dog bowls, lie detector game. Ooh, this one's good. So a lie detector game. Phenomenal to target people in relationships with this. So when you go in the meta, you can target people that are in a relationship, that are married, that are engaged. And I mean, obviously, this isn't like a real lie detector, but how fun of a game would that be, to take to a, couples board game night or whatever? That should be interesting to play. So, this looks like a kid's toy, but my marketing brain immediately says, how can I frame this as a game for couples? Kind of, I don't really play games, but would you ever, have you ever, whatever those dumb games are where everybody tells their deep, dark secrets, when they get drunk. I don't know. Whatever. This would be great. A great addition if you want to do that. Let's see what else we got here. No, I don't know. Somebody's got a big pet list that's hitting that. We looked at the oil dripping knuckle rings. They're still trending. So those were here last time we looked at stuff. The neck anti-wrinkle thing is popping off. These have always done really, really well. In fact, I don't know, my wife may have taken it. Oh, where the hell did it go? Anyways, I saw one of the most brilliant marketing hooks on a neck massager thing. Let me see if I could find it real quick. It's the Haizu massager. Let me see. Okay, so neck massagers. This is a company that's been blowing up called Haizu, and it's a neck massager, okay? But one of their angles involved this chiropractor talking about how, I think it was this chiropractor here, and other like influencers and stuff on how this also hits the lymph nodes in your neck and drains your neck and thus relieves the puffiness from your neck. I mean, from your face and your eyes, your cheeks, all that good stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, like I saw it and I was like, I know this marketing angle is probably BS. Like, I don't really trust the marketing angle, but it does look comfortable. And they were talking how it makes your jawline more defined and all that good stuff. And I was like, shit, I'm buying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it does like lymphatic drainage, like that's cool because you have to book those types of massages. And it was like 150 bucks, or you see here it's $169. I bought it. And I love when that happens because I knew in my brain, this is a marketing angle that they're using, talking about how it can drain the extra water weight in your face and all that good stuff. Like I knew that's like there might be like a smidge of truth to it, but like most likely I'm not gonna like wake up with like, a thinner face because I did a massage on my neck, okay? But I still bought it. These things they work, they always will work. This one's an anti-wrinkle one, one's a lean out one, da 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 da. They work, okay? People buy these things. The foldable car trash bin, the car sunshade. I want you to pay attention to what's trending, okay? So listen up here, all right? Look for trends within trends and what's selling. Carbon fiber cup holder. Car sunshade and heat cover. Foldable car trash bin. 3 things in the top trending products, all related to vehicles and convenience within a vehicle, travel within a vehicle, right? That tells you something, right? Look at this, a carbon fiber handbrake sleeve is trending. How could that possibly be? Well, I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, The people that are selling the hell out of the carbon fiber cup holder are cross-selling or upselling the carbon fiber handbrake cover. Because when people like carbon fiber, they generally put it everywhere they can, like legitimately everywhere they can. So it would make sense that these two things are trending together. And this is $1.50, it's $6, it's $8 out the door. So it's like a free plus shipping style product if your angle is I'm selling this carbon fiber cup holder, and this one, for whatever reason, it's just more expensive out the door. The shipping is, it's $18 out the door. So for this, let's say you're selling this, and actually, your really good deals get to the 2 and 3 pieces. But then you say, when somebody buys this, you go, oh, why don't you go ahead and add the carbon fiber brake lever as a free gift from us to you, just pay extra shipping and handling. So maybe you make, $10, $15 profit or like margin on the cup holder. Okay, so you got $10, $15 margin built in, but then you upsell them the carbon fiber handbrake cover and say it's free, just pay shipping and handling. Well, it's $8 out the door. So if someone says, yeah, I'll take the free gift, I'll pay the extra shipping and handling fees, just like all the commercials do and infomercials do on television, and you charge like a $10.97 shipping and handling fee and processing, now you've scooped another $2 to $3 in profit. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot until you start selling 20, 30, 40, 50 a day. You're selling 50 a day, the $3 adds up, right? It makes a big difference. So, think of things like that. Or you could reverse it and do this free offer, but then upsell the cup holder. So it's, you start seeing things trending together. Look, here's another one. No, I already said that foldable car trash thing. Ironing gloves, you've seen those. That's nothing special. This LED rechargeable dog collar was there a while ago. Shock absorbing foot pads, that's going to be an older crowd for sure, like hit 45 plus for those bad boys. More children's toys, a reptile hammock, bird series alloy figurines. All right, so this is something that I don't know like how to target this, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say hit 40 plus year old women, maybe 50 plus year old women for this. That's probably the market for it, but you never know. So always test, but that's what I would guess. I'd probably do a separate campaign to that demo, because this looks more of like something that demographic would probably have in their home. It's what a lot of, I grew up, my grandparents and family members and stuff had all sorts of stuff like this in their home. So probably more of a slightly older demographic, and I can say that because I'm 40, I'm 41, so no offense, just we're talking marketing here. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else. Dancing cats, we've seen them. These have been trending lately. The varicose vein stockings. I know that like you have to wear these sometimes after surgery and stuff like that. I just don't understand. Like, I don't know the marketing angle around. Like generally you get these after you have a surgery or something, but I haven't done a lot of varicose vein like research. So, but I have seen these trending, just like in ads and other places. Another 3D wall lamp that was there before. This was here before. So cat toys, dog toys, tons of baby toys, tons of baby toys. This is what always is working, y'all. But then I like to try to find things like this luminous mouse pad. These things like they get at people's attention. You can see some variants of stocks, you know what's selling. Hit the gamers, the online gamers, they love the LED style lights. Let's see. Another massager. A lot of these were here last time we looked. So I'm not hitting them because we already spoke about them. I'm looking at some new things. Soap dispenser, more. Yes. Robotic dog piggy bank. This has been around forever. Kids love it. Chest expander. You're going to start seeing for the new year exercise equipment. You're going to see it come in here. And with the exercise equipment, you're also going to see a lot of recovery stuff pop in here from people getting injured that need a knee sleeve and an elbow sleeve and massagers and Theraguns and stuff like that. Let me see if there's anything else. We'll go over more next week, so don't worry. More kids' toys, the cartoon flashlight, outdoor sports and fishing bag. This one is new, so just take note of this, okay? Fishing is a huge niche, a huge, huge, huge niche. So this is definitely something, if it's trending right now, it's so easy to target fishermen, like so easy. There's tons of fishing groups. I mean, oh my God. Like fishing is one of the easiest categories to target, in my opinion. I knew a guy that was killing it selling like fishing lures. It was wild. Anything else? Okay, nitrogen bottle car pillows. Hit the gearheads that are buying the carbon fiber stuff. They might want some NOS pillows. You know what I'm saying? Hit people that are related to liking the Fast and the Furious series. They're gonna like these. Okay, these are kind of cool and they're cheap. They're $9 out the door. You could see somebody's partner or spouse buying this for them that knows that their partner is really into cars. You know, not just guys. Okay, so don't take something like this. Oh, only guys are gonna buy this. Girls are going to buy this as well because girls also love cars. Like my nanny is a car girl. Like she lowers her car, puts rims on her car, soups her car up. 23-year-old girl, and you know she buys all this stuff, and then people will buy it for their partner if their partner is a gearhead. You know, so don't limit that just to, we'll say, oh, cars equal dudes. It's just not necessarily true. All right, so I think I've shown you a couple of really good products. I don't want to give you a gazillion. Let's see how this list is going to shake up a little bit more by the next week. So that's pretty cool. We'll look at that. And remember, look, many of you are just getting started, right? And it's the new year, so it's cool, right? You're getting started at a really, really good time. And I'm excited for you to be here. I just I want to say that you need to stick with it, right? You got to stick with it. I want to show you something. Let me see if I can get my camera really big. I want you to be able to see this. I told you about this kid that stuck with it. He started 10 years ago. Matter of fact, on Instagram, his first text was a video to me in 2018, but his first conference he came to that we put on was 2016. He said his friend invited him to a concert. I mean, a event that we did in Atlanta, and then he himself decided to travel to Dallas to our next one. So I don't know if you can see the date here. It's going to be backwards, but you can see October 2018. And he, you know, he just sent me all sorts of stuff like safe trip back. Thanks for making it to the making the conference epic. He texted me a lot and said I'm the GOAT, which I appreciate, but there's a lot of really good e-com entrepreneurs out there. And I'll read this. He sent this to me in 2019, January 2nd, 2019. Okay. It says, hey, Adrian, just wanted to share this with you. This wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for me attending your BSP event last year. Being able to ask questions, network with other like-minded people. December has by far been my best month. I'm on my way to quitting my 9-to-5 job, and it's a goal that I set for Q1 2019. I'm very grateful for the knowledge you shared with me at BSP. Please let me know if I can help it. Anyways, so his goal in 2019 was to start. That's, I guess, when he really honed in. He got with us in 2016. 2019, he started seeing some big progress, apparently. He didn't tell me Well, maybe he sent me a picture that says there was a photo there, but like I don't know, like I can't remember. Um, and then he said, like I said earlier, the automation rules are gold. I know it's backwards, but I don't know how to flip the camera. And then he sent me another update, but I don't think I saw it. Um, okay. Anyways, on and on and on. You see, I didn't see a lot of these DMs. I get a lot of DMs, so like I don't see them all. But on and on. Just at Sunday at 12:05 a.m., he sent me this picture of him and I, and he said, "This is the picture at Build Send Profit in I guess 2016, where we first met. That's him and I. Okay, no beard. And then this is us outside in Brickell just last week. He sent this to me where he came up to me. And I'm like looking at this picture. I'm just now realizing I maybe bought that was a new jacket. I think I should have got a size bigger. Looks a little small. But anyways, this was the picture that we took together just to kind of say, yo, like, been a minute, you know what I'm saying? But he did 3.6 million or $3.7 million, and that's 365 days, which is just cool. I don't know what his profit is, right? He wasn't like, oh, and here are my margins and look at my bank account. And he just opened up his Shopify dash and was like, yo. But I mean, you can see he's been in it, right? He started in 2016, started heavy in 2018 after a conference. 2019 sent me a update with a goal of quitting his job, and now he said he's quit his job fully here in 2025. Maybe he quit it way before, and he was doing big numbers in 2025. I don't know what he's selling. I don't know his margins. I don't know anything, and I didn't ask because it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what any of his numbers are to me because they're his numbers, and your numbers will be your own numbers, right? You got to create your own success. Other people are creating success in all sorts of avenues. It's not just ecom, right? And so there's a zillion things that you could do to create your own success. Ecom is just one path, right? But whatever you choose this year, you really need to hunker down and you need to stick with it. Because when you stick with it, that's when you're more likely to see progress and results. If you jump in and you're like, oh my God, I hit one hurdle and I'm, like gonna be a little baby about it because I'm a wuss and I'm gonna tap out and say, oh, I guess this isn't gonna work for me and I'm gonna go buy someone else's course and buy something else and I'm in AI, I'm day trading, I'm Forex and whatever, Section 8. Like there's all sorts of opportunities and many of them are great. But if you just jump around to each one expecting a quick buck, then you are screwed. If you stick with something, I've been teaching ecom since 2014. You don't see me out here teaching all this other BS that other gurus jump around. They're always on, they're confusing the hell out of their followers and their students because they're always putting them on to this new opportunity because that new opportunity is something they could sell them, right? So they can make more money. I just been doing ecom with Shopify for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? I don't jump. I stick with things. I do real estate. I do stocks and all that stuff, but not like I play. Um, this is like my thing that I stick with. So that's why I have students that recognize me almost 10 years later and come and say, what's up? But that's why people, I think, win. And look, you're not guaranteed to win at anything, you know? Um, it's all on you. But here's the thing I want you to leave the webinar with, as we start this out. And usually I cut these off about like 30 minutes in, but we're 45 minutes in, is you don't have to be great to get started, right? I mean, you can start anything without being the best. But in order to be great, you must get started. You don't have to be great to get started, but in order to be great, you have to get started. That's what this guy did, right? Got started, he stuck with it. And I'd say he's one of the greats. I mean, if you're doing numbers he did last year, you're up there, you know? You just got to stick with it, y'all. And you got to bet on you. Don't bet on me. Don't bet on your partner. You bet on you. If you bet on yourself, you're more likely to win. If you put it on me or you put it on someone else, then it's their fault. You have an excuse, right? Don't give yourself away to make an excuse for quitting. Failing's okay. It's 100% okay to fail because you can't succeed unless you're willing to fail, right? There's no success without risk of failure. So only the greats, only the people that succeed, right, have failed and been willing to fail over and over and over again to success. And I hope that y'all see that on these webinars, I'm about as real as it can be. I'm not here to sell you a bunch of crap. I'm not here to steer you into a billion different things. I'm not here to BS you. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to keep you on track. I'm here to give you clarity. And some of you, I hope, just crush it and you break out like in the next month or 2 or 3 months. And I've had students just break out, you know, and I've had students stick with it for a year, 2 years, and see little bits of progress. And then I've had people do absolutely nothing but make excuses, right? And blame people and point the finger and whatever it may be, you know? I could have not done this webinar tonight because my son was screaming bloody murder in the other room. My dogs were, my wife took him in the room. So it's just not a good night, you know, they'll understand, but I still did it, right? It's easy to make excuses, right? But you got to hunker down this year, put that work in, lock in, and get going and show up to this webinar every Tuesday. And if you're struggling this week and next week and the next week, it's okay to struggle. Business, there's going to be struggles in business and entrepreneurship. If it was easy, everybody would be rich. If it was just easy to start a business, everybody would start a successful business. The reason that most people start and fail is because they don't have the guts, the relentlessness, the drive, the passion, the desire, and most importantly, a reason to force their way through the hurdles. Those that do, those are the ones you see winning in all avenues of life, right? So don't let a couple hurdles deter you. Expect those hurdles. Be prepared for those hurdles. When they pop up, say, okay, I knew this was going to happen. How do I get past this? Get our support, go on our Facebook group, do some research. You can and will get past it, and you'll see it's easier than you think it is to jump over those hurdles. I'll leave you with that. Love you all. I wish you a ton of success. Happy New Year. And I wish you all health, wealth, and happiness this year. All right. I'll see you next Tuesday, 9 p.m. EST. Later, y'all.